I know what you're thinking. Okay, first thing you're thinking is, what are you talking about? Saints Row could never ever compete with the monster that is Grand Theft Auto, the franchise, now with GTA 5 and GTA Online, and how much it's sold, and how it's still alive now. What is it, 20 years later since GTA 5 came out, it feels like. I know, I'm not saying that Saints Row would ever be bigger or sell better than Grand Theft Auto. What I'm saying is, right now, GTA has no real competition. Now, I know a lot of people, oh, Watch Dogs Legion, oh, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, oh, Cyberpunk. Yeah, but you're reaching. I'm talking about games that, and look, this is wrong when people say this. When people say that games like Saints Row are a GTA clone, it's flat out wrong. But there's not enough games that are straight up brave enough to be like, hey, there are some similarities between our game and GTA, and we're not scared of that. Like, there used to be a time when Saints Row would straight up be like, hey, buy our game instead of GTA. Remember those Saints Row 2 trailers where they were comparing themselves to GTA 4 and talking about kind of making fun of some of the stuff like bowling in GTA 4 and why Saints Row 2 was better? I miss those days. And not because Saints Row was going to straight up be better than GTA. Look, GTA's gotten too big. I don't think Saints Row will ever be able to catch up in terms of popularity and become what Grand Theft Auto is. Again, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, maybe if Saints Row wasn't afraid to kind of be somewhat similar, they could push GTA to be better, and maybe even push Rockstar to be better, instead of saying, hey, we can do whatever the heck we want. What are you going to do? What else are you going to play? This is the only game like this. I don't care. I mean, I'm going to keep shoving shark cards and microtransactions down your throat, not giving you real good releases, and just trying to milk the cash cow that is GTA Online. What are you going to do about it? There's nothing else on the market. That's my point. That's what I'm saying, is there's nothing to be like, hey, this is an alternative, and I like it, and it's good, and it'll push GTA and Rockstar to be better as a whole. And that's honestly why I'm hoping this new Saints Row game is good. Okay, yes, I want it to be fun. Yes, I want it to be a good time and a good game as a whole. But I want it to show like, hey, your name doesn't have to be Grand Theft Auto to succeed as a third-person, open-world game that's crime. And I'm hesitant to use the word gangster, especially with the stuff we've seen from the new Saints Row. It's not really gangster, but that kind of ilk, that kind of style. I want someone in this modern age, in the Series X and PS5 era, and even going back to the PS4 and Xbox One era, to be like, hey, your name doesn't have to be Grand Theft Auto for you to succeed in this genre. And I don't know, trust me, this isn't just a GTA hate video. Like, I've grown up with Grand Theft Auto. I've loved it since I was a kid. I love this franchise. But I do think that they've gotten way too complacent, way too relaxed, and they're not worried about anybody criticizing them or saying anything when they release GTA 5 on the third generation of consoles that they're doing it, and basically improve nothing and try to cash grab that. Or the GT, oh my goodness, don't even get me started on the GTA Definitive Edition, the trilogy. No, that was not acceptable. So they need something like Saints Row to be a success, and for people to say, you know what? I don't need to play GTA Online right now. I can go play this new Saints Row that's really fun and not go back to Los Santos for the 8th or 9th year in a row. So that's just something that I think is needed, not just within this genre of like third-person open-world games, but the gaming community in general needs something like this. Please, get me out of this time machine, this Groundhog Day that sends me back to Los Santos every year. I'm done with it. So we need something like this to really spice things up, freshen things up. It's necessary. Now, do I think it's going to happen? I honestly don't even know. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of people who have had some kind of previews with the game saying that it seems like it's okay, and I guess we won't really know until we get the game in our hands on August 23rd how good of a game it actually is, how much it actually is. And I mean, there's some things that look good, but there's some other things, like apparently the story missions, like the main story is only like 25 hours or something. There's some things that are like, but I mean, right now, I honestly thought it was going to be Cyberpunk. I really did. And of course, you can talk about Red Dead 2, but like that's just it competing with itself. Rockstar competing with themselves, knowing that nobody can even come close to touching them. And honestly, I thought it was going to be Cyberpunk. And I know it's different. It's a different type of game, but I thought Cyberpunk was going to be the one to really go hard and get people to kind of move away from GTA Online a bit and realize, like, hey, it's time for us to get something new. But we all know how that went. So we'll see what Saints Row can do. And again, I'm not saying it's directly going to compete with GTA and pull people away from the Grand Theft Auto franchise. That's not going to happen. I'm just saying, light a fire under this franchise, under this company, that being Rockstar Games, and maybe, just maybe, Saints Row can do it.